did last week?
I've been coaching here about 18 years, I guess, and I can count on one hand, and I'm not sure we've ever scored 46 points against anybody before. And it wasn't a matter of leaving the starters in. We pulled the starting backfield, and Joey Young had a good night. I believe he scored twice, and the defense did a super job all during the game. It was just a case of, and the Paragould coaches, Ridgecrest coaches told us after, we were just a physically stronger team than Ridgecrest was on that particular night.
Okay, Ridgecrest came in, we talked about last week. They came in, they'd won their first ball game in 16 games, I believe. And we really expected them to be really high and emotional, but in fact, they weren't, were they? They seemed to be really intimidated by this Redskin team.
Sometimes teams go flat for reasons that neither the players nor the coaches know. And the first offensive and first defensive series in a game is so important. Their first offensive series, they were just stuffed and had to punt. And then our first offensive series was a long drive right in here to this end zone for a touchdown, if I remember the game correctly, and that just kind of set the tone for the entire night. I never did think Ridgecrest quit, but I just never did think they had just the edge that we saw in that Nettleton game.
You know, that first drive you were talking about, I didn't know if it was by design or what, but I think there was 3 passes thrown on that first drive. Was that simply because of the defense they were playing, or was that the game plan going in, just to mix it up?
Coach Wellman, he just calls what the defense is letting happen, and he watches a running play to see if a defensive back is taking the fake that's supposed to be man-to-man coverage on that receiver. And if he does, he'll come back the next play and fake that same running play, throw to that receiver. And this whole T offense is meant to keep defenses off balance, where they do not know what the next play is going to be. And so far, Coach Wellman's done a great job of calling those type of offensive plays.
You know, we talked a little bit about, of course, Paul Morris being just his first year actually being quarterback. He did a pretty good job again this week. He thrown some good passes in that first drive and executed well. I know you had a lot of players you probably were pleased in, including Scott Wilbanks and Kevin Sorg, the way they ran.
Sure.
Any particular situations that you want your quarterback to throw the ball or run the ball? How do you judge? You as a coach, how do you judge when to do that? What the defense is giving you, I know, is one reason.
You've looked all week at defense on videotape, so you know both strengths and weaknesses of defenses. And then the other thing you have to understand is the strengths and weaknesses of your offense. Paul Morris, for instance, does a great job in playing within himself. That means that he doesn't try to do things that he can't do. All good quarterbacks are that way. Joe Montana's that way. You don't see Joe Montana trying to do physically things that he's not equipped to do. And when a quarterback does that, it does 2 things. One, it makes where you don't make fumbles, you don't make turnovers, you don't go the wrong way in the backfield. And the other thing it does is it makes the defense play honest. They can't gang up on anybody. They've got to play the entire backfield side to side, front to back. And that's a great strength of our offense, that kids are doing what they can do and not trying to do things they can't do.
Well, I know you got to be pleased with the score. 46-19 was the final score, but that's over and done, and the Redskins are 2-0. We got Nettleton this week.
It's exactly.
What are we looking at Nettleton?
And as players and coaches too, you're only as good as the last win or when they tee it up tonight's game. And so what we're looking for from Nettleton, here's a team that's been down for a couple of years, and they invested in their sophomores. They said, we're going to have to play sophomores 2 years ago if we're going to get any better, because their juniors and seniors weren't as good athletes as their sophomores were. So these sophomores, a lot of them are starting their 3rd year in that position. They got all their starters back from last year, 90% on offense and defense. And the longer kids play together and the longer they get the idea of, well, we can do this in this situation and so forth, the stronger they're going to get. And Nettleton, at Nettleton, where the senior high plays Friday night, is always tougher there than on the road, it seems to me, through the years that I've watched them play. And they could care less what the Redskins record or ranking or anything like that. It's always just a hitting festival when you go play Nettleton at Nettleton, and it'll be the same way. Nettleton runs multiple offensive looks and basically a 5- and 6-man defensive front, but and they're pretty vanilla. They don't do a lot of things fancy. They just come right at you and say, we're going to find out who the best athletes are this particular night.
You know, in the press this week they've said a little bit about they've had a change at quarterback. Apparently they got a new sophomore quarterback coming in.
Right.
And they've moved their quarterback they've had for the past year or so to wide receiver. Is this present any problems for you?
If it's any time a new personnel's there, we've seen the other young man play quarterback for 2 years, and he was a pretty good hand. So it worries coaching staffs because they're going to say, well, goodness, he must, if he's a sophomore, and he moved this senior out, and he's starting, you know, they don't do that just for fun. They've got a reason to do it. And also I'm going to guess that the senior quarterback is still taking snaps, too, in practice, so that if it doesn't work out the way they want it to, they can plug that senior quarterback right back into the line of scrimmage and never miss a beat. But the senior quarterback is, if I've got the right kid in the right years, he played wide receiver in junior high and was an awfully good wide receiver. So they may be trying to strengthen 2 positions, wide receiver and quarterback.
Well, from a fan standpoint, what can we expect to see from Nettleton? More passing, more running, mixture?
I think a balance. Most high school teams are not able to come out, and as a rule of thumb, most high school teams will run about will pass about a third of the time, and will run about 2/3 of the time. You have to be an exceptional high school team to have a pass-dominated offense, because 2 things have got to happen. You've got to have a quarterback that can throw, and they're kind of few and far between, a kid that can throw 7 out of every 10 plays, and you've got to have receivers that can catch those throws. Most high schools are run-oriented. We look for Nettleton probably be about 70-30, and 70 be running, 30 be passing. And we look for most of the running to be between the tackles. I would say that probably out of every 6 running plays, 4 would be from tackle to tackle, and 2 would be on the outside.
I understand that Opie will start this week. He'll start the ball game, so he's back healthy.
Jeff Williams, he has tendonitis, which is just inflammation of the knee, no damage to the knee, and he'll start this week, and he has to ice the knee before and after practice so the swelling doesn't come to be a problem. But as far as mobility, as far as speed, as far as his ability to pursue plays, there's no problem with his knee at all.
Okay, speaking of injuries, do we have any more injuries from last week?
The only injury that's holding anybody out this week, and of course we've played, this will be our 3rd game, so we've got bumps and bruises and scrapes like everybody. But the only injury we have that's holding a player out, Earl Ray Brown has bruised ligaments in his knee, and he'll be back Monday, but he didn't practice this week. So he won't be playing this week. Everybody else is in a good playing condition, no more or less sore than the players from Nettleton are this time of year.
When a player is injured, what can you do for him as far as the coaches or you?
That's what I do on Friday nights. I coach defense on Thursday nights with Coach Bennett, and on Friday nights I'm responsible for injuries. And the first thing you do with a player who's injured is to make sure that you know what the injury is. I hate to tell this on myself, but I grabbed a kid's knee a couple of years ago on the field and started pulling and stretching and so forth. He said his knee hurt. The first thing he told me was it's the other knee, so you don't want to rush into any conclusions. You find out where the kid's hurt. I step back away from injuries on the field. Human body will very seldom do anything to hurt itself if it's just given a chance. We never yank a kid up and say, are you okay? Because if he's got an injured leg, you may do more damage than in just laying there. If I think the kid can get up, get to the sideline, I step away from him, say, get up, and let's go to the sideline. If he can't, I know I've got a more serious problem. And we have the emergency medical technicians, the ambulance here for that sort of thing. We get to the sidelines. First thing I do is ask him if he feels better now than when he got hurt, because most non-serious injuries will feel better pretty quick. And then the last thing I do with a kid is to put them through a full range of motion on the sideline, the motions they use on a football field, to see if they can go full speed. If they don't go full speed, they don't go back in. If they have a possible head injury, concussion, they don't go back in. All of those things have to be checked by a doctor before I'll let a kid back in a ball game. Coaches have a moral and a legal responsibility that when parents entrust us with their kids, we have an obligation to take as good a care of those kids as we possibly can. And this coaching staff, not just me, this coaching staff, when I told, in all the years I've been here, if I've ever told a coach, this kid can't play, not one coach in all the years has ever said, well, we really need him. That's never happened. They've taken my word for it, and we've never, ever put a kid in any danger of a further injury because of just a ball game being on the line. We'll never do that.
Well, you know, I know over the years the equipment has gotten a lot better. Back probably when you and I played high school football, the equipment is not as good as it is now. So has that had an effect on injuries over the years?
It has lessened injuries, but to some extent. But the national statistics show that the injury level is about the same, but the equipment level is much better. But the reason for that is the athletes are bigger and faster and stronger, so they've got to have this good equipment to protect themselves from much better athletes when you and I played, because, you know, we didn't have weight rooms and we didn't have conditioning programs, and now our kids go through weights and conditioning, you know, every summer to get ready to play. But the equipment itself, I can remember, you know, 3/8 of an inch of foam rubber in the helmet and a 1-bar face mask was really wonderful stuff. And now we have these air helmets that are form-fitted by air pumping to every kid, cantilevered shoulder pads that absorb so much more shock. Remember the old cloth hip pads that weighed 25 pounds now these are all high-density foam, space-age plastic stuff, and it's a good thing because they couldn't play football in this day and age with this type of athlete they have now with our old equipment. The game would be banned because there would be too many injuries. We have linemen that are 6'4" and weigh 240 pounds, and I don't know about your high school. My high school, there weren't any of those folks,
no.
And thank goodness, because somebody would have got smushed.
Well, this week, with Nettleton coming up, and then we'll be on the road next week with back at home, with Rivercrest next week. So tonight it's Nettleton, next week Rivercrest, and we'd like for everybody to come out. And that concludes our coach's show. And Coach John Malone has been talking with us. We appreciate it, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much.
Pocahontas Redskins football.
That's right, Mom. This week, Nettleton taking on the Nettleton Raiders.
There we go.
Third ball game of the season. Redskins come in 2-0.
Boy, I hope these folks out there at home can hear us real well. Tell you what, there's a lot of people here tonight, and we're on the Nettleton side, and it's going to be a little bit rough trying to get this out to y'all.
Sure, we're right in the middle of lots of TV cameras and the band and the home crowd. And
I'm here to tell you.
maybe we can get across what's going on to everybody.
I hope so. I tell you, we're right in the middle of the band, and we've got TV cameras, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting game.
Sure as Nettleton comes in with a record of 1-1. Nettleton, of course, opened the season with a 12-0 loss to Ridgecrest. Then came back last week and defeated Walnut Ridge 12-0. So they've had a quite change in their offense, and so it's a reorganized Nettleton offense. So they done fairly well last week. They had high hopes this week, but the Redskins come in 2-0 after the 49-16 win last week against Ridgecrest. And the Redskins have won the toss and will receive.
That's great. We're going to have right off the bat here.
Back deep to receive for the Redskins, number 26, Kevin Sorg, and number 36, Jody Sifford, and Kurt Smith, number 40, up on the near side. As the Nettleton Raiders get set to kick the ball off to start the ball game. As the Redskins get first crack at it here, and there's a kick. Good deep kick. And Wilbank, like that Sifford's going to take the ball back at the 5, and Sifford gets hemmed up there and gets loose to the far side and squirms up to the 33-yard line. Jody Sifford looked like he was stopped back on about the 28, squirmed up to the 33. So that's where the Redskins will take over first down and 10 from their own 33.
I'll tell you what, tonight's going to be a lot of chocolate sold tonight.
The weather's cooled off quite a bit from last week, 95 degrees, so good football weather. Number 56, Trey Hall, is the center for the Redskins as they come up the line. That left guard, number 51, get him played in seconds. Chris Hinkle, back to pass. It's Morris. There's a pass down the field by Morris that's going to be nearly intercepted as way down on the 40-yard line of Nettleton as the Redskins come out throwing here the first play of the ball game. And the pass to Sifford, number 36, fell incomplete.
All right, was it David Willman was telling us that we were going to try for earlier.
I believe he called that one earlier, right? So, second down now. There's hand off the left side. Wilbanks with the ball. Wilbanks brought down over there after a pickup of about 6 yards. Maybe 7, so a good run in there by Scott Wilbanks. Probably a 6-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 4. Ball at the 38-yard line.
I think the Jonesboro Fed read something about Nettleton is put under pressure by the Pocahontas Redskins. Is that it?
I believe they've had a kind of up and down 2 games. As Morris, the quarterback, hands the ball and slips and lost his footing there with Wilbanks. As he got started there, his feet slipped right off from under him and he lost his footing. And the Redskins here on the first possession are going to have to punt the ball. So the Redskins line up in punt formation. Ball's on the 37, on their own 37. Brian Rice, number 30, sets punt. Rice gets a good high kickoff there. The ball hits on the 30 and gets a Redskin roll all the way down to the 23-yard line. Good punt of Brian Rice. And Redskins go on defense here with 10:25 left to go in the first quarter.
Tell you what, Gary, this is going to be one of those interesting games tonight.
I believe Nettleton's always a tough team. They, no matter, it seems like the first year they have year after year, they always play good football, so we wouldn't expect anything less. As Nettleton comes up to the line, and have a wide receivers split right and left, and they have been known to the new quarterback that played last week for the first time and did real well. The handoff up the middle, and he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards in there. Number 10, Jeff Williams, in on the tackle. Also number 30, Brian Rice, and number 72, Dennis Fraser, in on the tackle. So the pickup of about 5. The second 5 for the Raiders. And we're getting a lot of noise from here. A lot of it, Gary. Nettleton band. A lot of it. Nettleton comes out, second 5. They split him in wide right. Nettleton quarterback takes the ball, hands it to his tailback. Tailback gets good yardage up the middle. He finally goes down up to 42. But not after a big game. There's a pickle on the run for the Raiders, and he picks up the first down. And ball's all the way out to 42 of Nettleton. So Nettleton on their first possession, pick up a first down here. As Nettleton comes out, receiver split wide left and wide right. And the Nettleton quarterback gets the ball, he's back to pass. There's a man open down here, and he's still right there, covering on the play, 36 Sifford and 34. In down near side, the ball was thrown to him, and I think the receiver didn't know it was coming. And Casey Chester was also out in the corner. And the ball hit the receiver, but he just wasn't looking for the ball. That could be trouble for the Redskins. You can bet they'll try that again. As they come out now, 2nd and 10, with receivers split wide both sides of the field. And back to pass once again. Ball thrown over the middle and immediately down with Jeff Williams, number 10.
I hope he hit him there, didn't he?
Good luck, number 10, Jeff Williams.
Jeff Williams.
With a pickup of about 4 yards. So that'll make it 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders. Ball sitting just outside the 45. 8:45 left to go in the first quarter. Raiders' first possession. They picked up the first down, and now they're going to face a 3rd and 6. Make it 3rd and 7. Back to pass. The quarterback been pressured by Joy Young, and he's going to be not after the first down. Jody Sifford. Jody Sifford and Kurt Smith made the tackle, but not. So after the first down, we have a penalty flag on the field. On the field. We'll see what the call is. The penalty is going to be on the Raiders as they ask the defensive captain for the Redskins.
Well, let's sort of push him back a little bit there.
Jeff Williams pops it over with the official. So a first down is going to be brought back by the Raiders. They play a good run to the Raiders there, but it's going to come back.
So that gives them...
We'll quite see what the penalty is. I'm not sure. Holding against the Nettleton Raiders. Going to back the ball up 10 yards. Put the ball just inside the 35. So a good break for the Redskins right there. The holding penalty as the Raiders have picked up their 2nd consecutive first down. That's going to make it 3rd and 18. 3rd and 18 for the Nettleton Raiders. And a lot of folks over on the Pocahontas side of the field.
Oh, a bunch of, look at them bunch of people over there.
Always have a lot of people follow the Redskins.
There's 2 or 3 of them over there anyway.
Just a few.
You know, this is a very fortunate time that we're able to see this side of the field.
We're over on the Nettleton side in the press box. We get to look across the field at our home crowd as a injured Raider sets off the field. Nettleton comes up to the line. Now 3rd down and 18. 3rd and 18 for the Raiders. The ball almost their own 35. And
look for a pass.
He's been rushed in there. There's a screen pass over on the near side. And he's going to be really out of bounds. He's going to pick up the first down. And Nettleton picks up another first down, and the Raider offense is cranked up.
The Bears are going to kick it up here in just a minute.
Ball's at about the 47 of Pocahontas. Nettleton up the line. And there's a rollout to the left side. The quarterback set up the pass. He throws the pass down there. Stops it on the play. Number 20, Jeff Williams, makes a play in there. But no, that's a big game by Mose, the receiver. And this was the young man that was playing quarterback for him, and he's moved to wide receiver now.
Tell you what, their passing game.
They look good on that play right there. This is a good looking Nettleton team right now, let me say.
This was.
Look wide, both directions. And the quarterback is option play right, and he pitches, he's dropping. Jeff Williams.
Yes, we go.
Jeff Williams in there recovers the fumble.
That's all we needed.
Along with number 71 in there, Matt Wallace. So Jeff Williams, number 10.
I'm going to apologize. I mean, I really just said this on that one.
Okay. Well, that's an exciting play there.
Got excited on that one, folks.
That's Nettleton driving the ball down the field. And Jeff Williams comes up with the ball. Good break for the Redskins here. With 7:22 left to go in the first quarter. Wilbanks got the ball off the left side, and Wilbanks runs hard. He picks up about 6, maybe 7. Number 32, Scott Wilbanks. Running hard for the Redskins. Picks up about, let's call it 7 yards. And the ball's in about 37. So 37-yard line of the Redskins. Hand off the right side to Sword, and Sword's down close to the first down. Depends on where they spot it. He looks like he's got the first down. And it's going to be awful close, but it appears that he does have it. It is a first down Redskins. So the Redskins get their first down of the ball game. Just across the 40. And number 14, Paul Morris, is the quarterback. 56, Trey Hall's the center. Like number 52, Brent Leibauer in at the guard. And number 51, Chris Hinkle in at guard. So the handoff the right side. Wilbanks is still on his feet. Picks up another 8 yards. Scott Wilbanks, number 32. Scott's had 2 good ball games, 2 other ball games for the year.
You bet.
And still running hard.
They're running real hard.
So second
Now we get a running game started here.
Second down and 2. We'll try to set the rest of the line for you as soon as possible. Morris, the quarterback, hands the ball up the middle, and Wilbanks has got the first down. Across the 50, down to about the 46. Scott Wilbanks picks up the first down. 5:50 left to go in the first quarter. No score. Nettleton drove the ball. Picked up 3 first down, and then tossed up the ball on the option play. Jeff Williams came up with it. Now the Redskins are driving. And Wilbanks up the middle. Nowhere going on that play. Scott Wilbanks didn't get much. Like 76, and I believe that's Justin Hawkins in the tackle. And 31 in there to end. That's Jay Wells. Jay Wells in there, the offensive end. And the other tackle on the other side is, didn't get his number there. Get it for you here. Back to Morris is Morris. Morris throws the ball down Wells, and Wells intercepted. The ball is intercepted at the 20-yard line.
Well, the turnaround tonight are going back and forth, Gary.
Ball intercepted down there on the 20 as Jay Wells trying to make the reception down there. And Nettleton gets the ball right back. Down at their own 21. 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. And Nettleton certainly looks like a determined team. And this is what we expected them to come out fighting hard here.
That's right.
Taking to the Redskins right now. Redskin defense digs in and stand off up the middle. He's stopped for no gain.
Right there.
Loss. It's like, who was in there first? Number 84 in there on the tackle was Chris Jones, and the lineman, I just didn't get his number. I don't know who it was. Also on the play. But, so Dennis Thrasher was the other player in there. That came off over on Thrasher's side. Thrasher, he stood him up, and Chris Jones came in and made the tackle on the ball carrier. Second down and a long 9. For Nettleton, back to pass. There's a handoff to the left side. And almost off there, but he gets loose, and he's going to be dropped out here, but not after he gained the first down.
You know, number 84.
Sorg and Jones in on the tackle, but not until after he gained the first down. So Redskin defense is they're holding. They're left in a little step through tonight that they haven't before. Just a simple dive play there, it seemed, off on the right side, and big hole there for the Raiders as they send a wide receiver left. First down and 10. The handoff to the left side, and he's going to be stopped there for no gain. Chris Jones in there on the play, and also number 71 in on the play, Nat Wallace. And Jeff Williams also in on the play. He may have picked up a yard there, so let's call it second down and 9 with 3 Nettleton.
3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Ball's at the 32 of Nettleton. They split receivers wide left and send a man into motion to the left. As the quarterback takes the ball, rolls back. He set up the pass, and he throws the ball downfield. It's going to be caught. And then Chip Overstreet made the tackle, and there's a penalty flag on top of the play.
Late hit.
Apparently it's going to be a little extra activity in there after the play. Let's see what it's going to be, but normally that's what it is. That was good for a first down by the Raiders, and I think we'll see some more tacked on it. We are. Going to see another 15 yards tacked onto it for a late hit by the Redskins. Going to move the ball all the way down inside the 40 of the Redskins to almost the 39. So the Raiders come out firing, and that penalty there puts the ball all the way down inside the 40. First and 10 for the Raiders.
Once again, we'd like to thank some of our fine sponsors out here tonight, being the Bank of Pocahontas, Pocahontas Ford Mercury, Pocahontas Ford Body Shop. That's just a few so far.
Raiders come up to the line now, first down and 10. And there's a pitch out around the right side in there, and he's going to pick up the yard. There's a penalty flag on the field back there. Tackle made in there by, let's see, that's number 81, John McCall. We have a penalty flag over on the far side of the field. We'll see what it is. Apparently it's going to be on the Raiders. The penalty is going to be on the Raiders. Penalty flag laying at about the 38, right on the line of scrimmage, so you would almost think it's offensive holding. That was a pickup on the play about 7 yards by the Raiders. But it's all going to come back. As early here in the ball game, holding. I've had several penalties. It is holding against the Raiders. 10-yard penalty. Backs the ball up to the 49 of the Redskins. With 2:37 left to go in the first quarter, there's no score. And the Raiders are, so far, pretty much controlled the ball game with their offense. Redskins mounted a little drive there, but the pass interception stopped as Nettleton splits wide receivers left and right. Back pass is the quarterback. He's been pressured, and the ball is incomplete. Here's number 43. It was a little outlet pass over here on the right side as the ball fell incomplete. That's going to make it second down and about 20.
And some of the other sponsors tonight, Gary, are the Family Dental Care of Pocahontas. And Pocahontas Family Practice is our new sponsor for tonight. And PCA Cable TV of Pocahontas.
So the Raiders up the line now, 2nd and 20. The ball at the Redskin 48. Back to pass is the Raider quarterback, and there's a pass way down the field. Way down the 26-yard line. Complete. And that's going to be the other 27. Call 27. That's another first down for the Raiders.
That's a large pass. They've been down here before.
The Raiders have moving the ball on the Redskins at this point. And quite a surprise, nobody's been able to do that on the Redskins this year. But Redskins need to hold here with 2:10 left to go in the first quarter. And Nettleton back to the pass. Goes left. Goes down the field. Down inside the 10-yard line. Inside the 10. So first and goal for the Raiders as they keep passing the ball. And see what? They keep chucking it down there on a little throw pattern about 15, 20 yards down the field. The receiver's been wide open. And all he's got to do is catch the ball, and they've caught the ball real well. So the Raiders threatening here first to put the pressure on the Redskins right here right off the bat. With 1:45 left to go in the first quarter. Nettleton up the line, 1st and goal. The handoff up the middle, Kurt Smith, number 40 in there on the tackle, along with Chris Jones, and also number 72 in there on the tackle, Dennis Thrasher. So he may have picked up a yard. Be 2nd down and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line, 2nd down and goal to go. And the Raiders come out here with the receiver split wide to the right. Redskin defense not like nothing better than stop them right here. And we have a penalty flag.
I think it's delay
a game, yeah. That is a delay of game against the Raiders. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Raiders. Put the ball back on about the 11. That'll make it 2nd down and goal to go. Ball. So the ball about at about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12.
That's where we need to really hold them.
No, it's the 12-yard line. We're closer to the 12 than 11. 2nd and goal from the 12. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. No score, but the Raiders are threatening as the quarterback back to pass, throws the pass over the right side.
You can sure tell we're on the wrong side of the court. Well, we got 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
That's right, and the Redskins find themselves behind for the first time this season, so we'll see what the Redskins do when they come back as a check the puck kick is up and apparently good, and it is good. And the Raiders lead it 7-0. So the Redskins go back and try to regroup here after being behind for the first time in the season. I think a little stunned over there at the passing attack by the Nettleton Raiders, but this is nothing that I'm sure we know about them. We know they can pass. That's it. Redskins so far haven't been able to stop the sideline routes by the Raiders. And they'll get a chance at the offense here. Let's see what happens.
here. Let's see if we can do this tonight without some of our fine sponsors out there being Pocahontas Mercury. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to drive Chevys. Now, you need to stop by and see Doug Adams and his fine staff, Keith Crystal and Wayne Wallman for all your new car or truck needs. And the service to back it up, I'll guarantee you that. Now, all changes are $9.95 all day long and open on Saturdays and in. And of course, the Bank of Pocahontas, you're number one with us. bringing you Old Fire back to you. And of course, Kiwanis Club now out there, the sponsoring of the circuit September 29th at East Pocahontas. Now, y'all need to go out there.
Hey, Ron, we're getting ready to receive the kick here with 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Sorg and Sifford back deep to receive. And the ball's going to kick deep. They're taking up the 2-yard line. Followed by Sifford. Picked up a Sifford. Sifford off the 10 to the 15. The 20 out to the 24-yard line. So Jody Sifford gets a decent run back after a little shaky start there. Gets the ball out to the 24. Redskins will start there. Their third possession of the ball game.
Once again, Gary, the Kiwanis Club is sponsoring the circuit September the 29th in East Pocahontas, and y'all go out and see all the lions and tigers and bears.
Okay, we'll do that. As the Redskins come up the line, and Lee Pontinsky gets the ball off the right side, trying to get around, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Lee Pontinsky, number 11.
We seen a Pontinsky last night, didn't we?
Right, we've got a junior high Pontinsky. It's going to pick up a 3 on the play as the first quarter is winding down here. I don't think they'll get another play off. They may do it. 5 seconds on the clock, and they do get a play off as Wilbanks takes the ball. Wilbanks going around the right side, and Wilbanks going to pick up 2, maybe 3. As the first quarter comes to an end with a score, Nettleton 7, Pocahontas Redskins 0.
Once again, Gary, we couldn't do it without our fine sponsors out there tonight, bringing this game back to you. To all you fine folks back at home that can't come out here to these games, see all these fine folks at Pocahontas Redskins over there. They're all bundled up together and keep warm, aren't they? Like the thanks to New Orleans Carpet. Well, their motto is that they haven't got anything that they can't cover. I'm getting tongue-tied. It's cold up here, and they say they can cover it. And of course, Family Dental Care of Pocahontas. Stop by and see. Now, Dennis Holt or Paul Balch for all your dental care. They're located downtown Pocahontas on Broadway. And of course, a new one tonight is Pocahontas Family Practice. Needs to tell Dr. Balch and Dr. Well, there's 2 Balch out there, isn't there? And there's
That's right, Ron. Dr. Albert Balch, Dr. Mark Balch.
Danny Holt, Mr. Denson, Dr. Denson out there. So we all tell him thank you for sponsoring this fine football game.
Well, so we're getting set here to start the second quarter, and the Redskins trail this ball game 7-0, and Nettleton's pretty much control the ball game to this point. Third down and about 5 as Wilbanks takes the ball off the left side, and Wilbanks gets a hard run down to the 39 for a first down. Scott Wilbanks picks up the first down up at the 39, up at the 38-yard line. 38-yard line for Wilbanks as the Redskins pick up a first down, start the second quarter. The 56, Trey Hall, is in at center. Number 14, Paul Morris is the quarterback. Wilbanks off the right side. Wilbanks picks up about 4. Going to get close to the 43. Scott Wilbanks getting the majority of the work right here. They give him 4 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 6. Ball up to 43. Scott Wilbanks getting the majority of the running so far in this ball game. As the Redskins up the line now. 2nd and 6. Kevin Sorg with the ball, trying to get around the right side, and Sorg is going to be dropped over there. Very little gain. He may have gained a yard. Well, Kevin Sorg, number 26, picks up a yard. The 3rd and 4 for the Redskins, and the ball is the 44-yard line of the Redskins. Well, key play here, the Redskins need to keep their drive alive here. They come up the line, 3rd and 4. Full house backfield. Morris pitches the ball to Sifford. Sifford's got the first down and more. Sifford up the middle, and Sifford may be gone. He's going to be caught down there on the 12-yard line. And we should have a penalty on the back of that. Sifford, Jody Sifford. Jody Sifford on a good run, a quick pitch out to the left side, which they've run this play 3 or 4 times this year, and it's just a matter of time to get outside. Sifford with good speed. Morris hands the ball to Wilbanks. Wilbanks, big hole left side, close to the goal line down there. Going to be awful close. Number 32, Wilbanks, had a gigantic hole over there on that left side. Good blocking to the left side of the line. Good blocking. 72, Thrasher going out of the ball game. Kurt Smith, number 40, coming in. It's a long way from us. I can't hardly see where the ball's at, but it appears to be down about the 2. So second and over the goal, and Wilbanks is hit, spins out.
He's in there,
Scott Wilbanks. What a run by Wilbanks. And Wilbanks puts it in how quickly the Redskins can come back.
Well, Gary, what do we think? They're going to kick it on?
No, they'll run it. They'll try to put 2 points on the board here as number 10, Jeff Williams, comes into the ball game. And Kurt Smith, number 40, goes out. And the Redskins will go for 2. And with 9:33 left to go, the Redskins get on the board quickly. And here's the try for the extra point. Wilbanks got the ball. He's in for 2.
He's in there,
Redskins have the lead.
There we go. Thank God these are the boys we left at home, and they're coming back to us, I think.
I think they woke up finally.
They sure did.
I think the first quarter, the Redskins played a little bit timid and a little relaxed, but they came back, stormed back there with 9:33 left to go in the second quarter. They take the lead, 8-7. So we've already seen this Nettleton team can move the ball too.
They can too, I'll tell you.
Excellent passer and good receivers. Just lots of good players, these Nettleton Raiders, which we've heard about.
Well, like you said, it makes the score 8-7, Gary. 9:33 in the second quarter. This is brought to you tonight by the fine folks at TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, bringing you TV entertainment into the future. And New Orleans Carpet, where they've got you covered. Pocahontas Ford Mercury. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up and drive Chevys. Now, that's what Doug Adams says to all the fine staff out there. Keeps future William Marlin sell all them new used car or trucks. And the service will back it up. And the Bank of Pocahontas. You're number 1 with us, I'll tell you what, for the Bank of Pocahontas.
Okay, Ryan, we're getting set to kickoff. Number 21, Joey Young. Set to kick the ball off to the Nettleton Raiders after the Redskin touchdown. And Young's kick's going to be taken down there on the 17-yard line. And back up the middle, and it's good yardage up to 43. Finally stopped in there by 22, John McCall on the kick coverage, but a good return from the 17 out to the 43 for the Raiders. And they start their next series there from their own 43 with 9:26 left to go. And their defense, number 23 over here on this corner, Anthony Houston. Number 30, Brian Rice in at the defensive end. Number 72, Thrasher in there to tackle. Kurt Smith in a nose guard as Nettleton comes up with wide receivers to both sides of the field. They've got the field spread and back to pass to the quarterback. And he's been pressured back there. Pass over the middle. Jeff Williams intercepts the ball.
Well, let's get a little fired up over there, ain't it?
Good interception there. Credit that pressure from that defensive line of the Redskins. There was nobody open, good coverage, and he threw it into a crowd. And that's what you've got to do. That's what you got to do with the quarterback. It's hard for him to throw with somebody in his face. The Redskins did an excellent job. Now they've got the ball on the 48 of Nettleton, and Wilbanks around the left side. Wilbanks is going to pick up about 5, maybe 6. Let's call it 5 yards on the play. Scott Wilbanks getting a lot of running here tonight. Second down and 5 now. Ball is at the 44 of the Raiders, and it's hard to see the yard markers here. Redskins on the far side, it's standing in front of the yard marker, but it is at 44. Morris, the quarterback. Sorg got the ball, and Sorg runs hard, gets close to the first down. He's got it. Sorg, number 26, picks up the first down over there. And the ball is down at about the 37-yard line of Nettleton, and Redskins driving once more. I think they finally woke up and decided it's time to play ball. As number 14, Paul Morris, comes up to the line. Morris hands the ball to Wilbanks. Wilbanks cuts up the left side, and Wilbanks close to another first down. The 32, Scott Wilbanks. There's lots, 3 or 4 new white jerseys in there, and it is a first down.
First down there.
1st and 10 for the Redskins.
That's 2 right in a row.
And the ball's 27-yard line of the Raiders, and there's a timeout. Nettleton, timeout with 7:51 left to go in the first half. Redskins lead it 8-7.
What's in it, Gary? We couldn't do this tonight without our fine sponsor. That being the Kiwanis Club tonight, sponsoring this. So I'll tell you what, they're going to have a fine circus out there Sunday the 29th in East Pocahontas, and the Kiwanis Club is sponsoring it. Go out and see the Lions, the Tigers, and Bears, and I'll tell you what, you probably see a big old elephant or two anyway. And that's sponsored by the Kiwanis Club, and that's September the 29th in East Pocahontas. And Pocahontas Ford Body Shop, where you're just a squirt away from a new car. I'll tell you, old Keith out there does a fine job of refurbishing cars and trucks and all makes and models. So I'll tell you, stop by and see him for an estimate today. And Family Dental Care of Pocahontas, where Dr. Dennis Holt and Dr. Paul Baltz for all your dental care needs, located in downtown Pocahontas on Broadway there, pretty close to Pocahontas Ford Mercury. And Llewellyn's Carpet. Stop by there, Larry, and see all his fine staff. I tell you, they do a quality job of installing and meet all your carpet needs. So stop out there and see those fine folks. And here we are, back at the game. Okay, Ron, we're back to action here with 7:51 left to go. Redskins got a first down and 10, 27. Kevin Sword, big hole to the right. Sword, he's in there. He's in there. Oh, no, he caught just a little short. Oh, he stopped there, but I thought he had it. That's a hard. I did too. I'll tell you. Only caught by the foot down there. Kevin Sword. Uh-oh. Got a flag on the flag. It's an our field, I'll tell you. Got a flag way back upfield at the 26-yard line, and that was almost the line of scrimmage, so you can almost bet it's going to be on the Redskins, and it is. It's coming back. That good run there by Kevin Sword is going to be all for naught, as they're going to bring it back. Holding against the Redskins. Bad time to have the penalty. It sure is. As they're taking the ball all the way down inside the 5, down at about the 2. And this penalty is going to back them up to the 37 of the Raiders. It'll be first down and about 20. Ball at the 37 of Nettleton after the holding penalty. After an excellent run there, but Kevin Sword got the ball down at about the 2-yard line. Sword would have scored there, but just got caught by the foot. Oh, they'll come back right here. Morris, the quarterback, turns, has the ball off the right side. It's Kevin Sword, and Kevin trying to get outside. Can't do it. That was a late hit. Penalty flag there. It was thrown right in the middle of the tackle there. I'm not sure what the penalty was. I think it was a late hit, a clipping, Gary, one of the two. It possibly could have been a clip there. There was a Redskin out there on a block. And I believe it's going to be against the Redskins. We're talking to the defensive captains there for the Raiders. And I think you're right. I think it may have been a clip. One of the Redskins out there trying to make a block, and Heppy's running back and may have got turned around and got him in the back. And it's going to be a clipping, major penalty. Major penalty against the Redskins. Backs them all the way up over midfield, back to their own 47. So instead of a first down and goal at the 2, we've got a first down and out of 35. Out of 35, Gary. 35 yards. First and 35 from their own 37. And Wilbanks stopped him after a gain of about 2. Wilbanks gets the ball up to the 49. And tough couple of penalties there for the Redskins. With the luck, they were in good position down there. Now find themselves back on the wrong side of the field instead of the Raider 2-yard line.
They're at their own 49, second down and about 30 to go. As Morris, the quarterback, Morris is back to pass. Morris throws the long line. Taken out of bounds by Dave Wells from the 31. Morris's pass failed a little too far for us. Seconds trying to get Sifford over there. And Nettleton comes up with their second interception of the night and stops the Redskin drive. And that was a terrible drive there. We looked like we had the ball down inside the 5, and all of a sudden we found ourselves back on our own side of the field. So 2 consecutive penalties, a holding penalty and a flipping penalty, and the Redskins trying to get that first down, had to go long, and ball intercepted. Nettleton comes out. They've got the ball on about the 41, their own 41. First down and 10, and good hard tackling by 30. That's Brian Rice. Tripped up the tailback for a loss of about a yard. Good tackle by Brian Rice, number 30. Ball at the 41 now, so a loss of almost a yard on the play with 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Redskins lead it 8-7, and this has been a hard-fought first half.
It sure has.
The Raiders have taken it through the Redskins here, and Redskins responded with a touchdown, and now they find themselves on defense again. Back to the quarterback. It's now held to the right side. By the Raiders is working for them.
It sure is.
Redskins going to have to find some way to defend that pass.
They sure are. They're just beating us up.
It's just a little sideline pass there off to either side of the field, and the quarterback's putting the ball right on the money. Number 15, Shatley, he's a sophomore. New quarterback, played his first game last week. That quarterback for the Raiders, and looking pretty good against these Redskins right here, right now. They split receiver wide right, motion right, back to pass again. It's being rushed in there. Pass is complete. Over there. All the way down to the 20. Sifford in on the tackle, but once again, the quarterback from Nettleton completes the pass.
He put it right on the numbers each time.
It is, and the receiver wide open. In that little flat over there, they're going in a little 10, 15 yard, and they're wide open. It's the seam there in the Redskin zone defense that they play in pass defense, and the Raiders have found it, and they're showing it, really throwing the ball right in there as they split receiver wide left and wide right. Shatley, the quarterback, there's motion to the left side, and the quarterback takes the ball, handoff up the middle. He's dropped immediately. Chris Jones, number 84, dropped the runner for a loss.
We got the running game. We just haven't got the passing game yet.
So with 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the first half, the Redskins lead at 8-7. After we got a timeout on the field. Timeout for Nettleton.
Nettleton's got a timeout there. But then, Gary, we'd like to thank our fine sponsors out there tonight, being the TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, New Orleans Carpet, Pocahontas Ford Mercury, the Bank of Pocahontas, and of course Kiwanis Club this week and next week for the circus. We just want to get the message out to all you folks that the circus is coming to town September 29th. And Pocahontas Ford Body Shop, and the Family Dental Care at Pocahontas, and Pocahontas Family Practice. Stop by out there at the Bank of Pocahontas and tell them all that you appreciate them being number one with you, bringing you hometown pride back to you. Serving the community since 1903. And New Orleans Carpet, I'll tell you what, if you just think that you've got a floor covering need, you just stop by and see Larry. Let him fix you up. He's got fine staff to back it up and can get it to you just as quick as possible. And of course, TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, bringing you TVT entertainment into the future. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury, models don't let your babies grow up to drive Chevrolets. Now, that's Doug's motto. And he believes in it, along with his fine staff, Keith Critchell and Wayne Wildman, for all your new car or truck needs. Now, Gary, back to the game.
As we come back to Nettleton, they've got a second down and about 12. Ball sitting at the Redskin 23-yard line with 4:50 left to go in the first half. And Nettleton, going to the passing game here, have done exceptionally well against the Redskins. And back to pass is the quarterback, and throws the ball over the middle. And it's fouled. Number 23, Anthony Houston down there on the play, also Jeff Overstreet. But the pass was complete down to about the 13-yard line. It's short of the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Nettleton Raiders. They're down on the Redskins 13. So the Redskins, for the first time this season, find themselves with a pretty good team on their hands. Quarterback for Nettleton, number 15, Shatley. And he is throwing the ball really well. There's a handoff the right side. He's going to be stopped after he gained about 2, but it's going to be good for a first down. Down inside the 10-yard line at almost the 9. Be first down Raiders. It's right at the 10. Inside the 10. So it'll be
First and goal there, Gary.
first and goal. But ball's inside the 10-yard line there. So Nettleton will have to score. Can't get another first down with 3:52 left to go in the first half. Redskin defense. Digs in down there. First down. Hand off the right side, and it's going to be stacked up in there in a gain of about 2. Down to about the 7 by the Raider running back. Let's call it the 8. Second down and goal to go for the Raiders. Ball at the 8-yard line of the Redskins. Yep. Defensive front, and we got a timeout by the Raiders. Timeout by the Raiders there. They want to talk about it again. Redskins need to talk about it too and decide how they're going to stop this offense by the Raiders.
Really? I don't know what they're going to do. They need to get on the passing game.
Well, they just had the one pass earlier intercepted down there, and they had the second pass came back. The last one there that started this drive. Yeah, they were trying to get a lot of yardage after the penalties. So right now, the problem the Redskins have is stop the pass attack by the Raiders. The Raiders passing the ball real well.
They sure are.
And we're on Nettleton side of the field in the press box.
We sure are.
A lot of people up here with us. There's local TV cable channel from Jonesboro.
Yeah, they sure
here with us. Also, Dan Pope, the Redskin cameraman that does all the Redskin football for the game film. Dan's everywhere we go, right, Dan?
Everywhere we go.
Dan does all the filming for the athletic department, Pocahontas. Giving the game films the coaches to study as we're getting ready to get back to action here with 3:16 left to go in the first half. And Nettleton comes up the line now. They've got second down and goal to go. Ball at the 8. As the quarterback, Shatley, takes the ball, and he's back to pass. There's a pass over the middle. It's going to be I said earlier, the Redskins are going to find out next time some way to defend this.
They sure are.
This pass.
See what their passing game is just
Raiders
exceptional.
They're getting open receivers, and quarterback's getting the ball right to them.
They sure are.
They're making a catch. As Nettleton gets set to try the extra point, they're going to try to kick the point after. Number 15 kicks the ball. Apparently it's no good.
No good.
Left. No good. So 3:11 left to go in the first half. Our score Nettleton 13, Pocahontas Redskins 8. So So for the second time this year, the Redskins find themselves behind. This is an unusual situation for the Redskins.
It seems like the second half after we come back, they just figure out they're out here to play a ball game.
Well, after the penalties, a while ago when the Swords broke the ball down to the 2, the Redskins apparently were looking like they're in good shape, but the penalty brought the ball back, and then another penalty, give them a long 30 yards to go for a first down, and what they had to try to get it all back with the pass and pass interception. But Nettleton has thrown the ball on the Redskins, and that seems to be the problem right now. They're trying to stop the pass. The Redskins get set to receive the kickoff with 3:11 left to go in the first half. Kevin Sword, number 26, and 36, Jody Sifford back deep. Number 44 also in there, that's Jeremy Ball and Kurt Smith. Chris Jones and John McCall also up. A little closer, ball's a short kick. It's going to be taken, that's going to be picked up valley by Sword, and Sword's going to bring it out to the 30. A little mix-up, several Redskins tried to pick the ball up. Sword finally picked the ball up, brought it out to the 30. As the Redskins start there, first down and 10. Boy, listen. Redskins come up the line now with 2:55 left to go in the first half. Redskins with a handoff to Wilbanks off the left side, and Wilbanks gets a first down. We got a penalty flag thrown in the offensive backfield. Another penalty flag in there. Let's see what it is. It appeared to be thrown in the offensive backfield as Scott Wilbanks picked up the first down over there, a gain of about 12. And it's going to be on the Redskins once again. Another penalty on the Redskins. We'll back them up once more. The Redskins plagued by turnovers and penalties so far.
They sure have.
Very uncharacteristic of this Redskin team.
Holding the Redskins.
Sure is. Another 10-yard penalty against the Redskins.
That's going to push back, but I think we can come back.
Ball back on the 21 of the Redskins. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the first half. Redskins trail it here 13-8 as Nettleton has taken it to the Redskins here. Morris, the quarterback, turns, hands the ball to Sword off the right side. Sword makes a good run, almost lost his footing, then popped out for a gain of about, gain of about 6 on the play, so make it second down and long 4. Well, it make it second down about 14.
14, yeah.
I forgot we were back up with the penalty there.
Yeah, we sure were.
So second and 14, a gain of 6 for Sword on that play. Wilbanks off the right side, and Wilbanks, and we have another penalty flag down on the field. Wilbanks hurdles the Raider and picks up good yards, but it's another penalty. We've got another holding apparently on the Redskins. That's what it is. Another penalty on the Redskins. Holy smoke, when is this going to stop?
I don't know.
Seems like almost every play we get a penalty. There's a minute 53 left to go in the first half. And the Redskins, very uncharacteristic of the Redskins this year. Turnovers and penalties. They find themselves behind here in this ball game.
Well, what is it going to be, Gary?
I'm not sure the ball, they're marks it back now. It's going to be
Flipping.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty instead of a 10. So it's gotten worse. Instead of 10-yard penalties, we're getting 15 now. Ball's all the way back on the 16. I'm sure the Redskins like nothing more to get this first half over with.
So they can go back and regroup.
And regroup at halftime. And as Morris, number 14, the quarterback, comes up to the line, turns, hands the ball to Sorg off the right side, and Sorg, we got another penalty.
My gosh, look at the privilege.
Another penalty on the play throw in the offensive backfield. And possibly another clip. We'll wait and see. And it's going to be on the Redskins. They can't stand too much more penalty. They'll be in their own end zones here.
I know it. I think we're going to get close to this one. I think it's going to be another
one. To get the first down, the Redskins have got to get out to their own 41. And this ball is going to be backed up inside the 10. It just depends if it's a cliff or a hole, and apparently it's going to be a cliff. If that's the case, then that ball's going to be way back inside the 10.
Clip it again.
At the 9. Half the distance of the goal.
Half the distance.
Ball set at the 9-yard line.
Well, we'll start off from scratch again, I guess.
Second down, and holy smokes, 30 yards. About 31 yards to go for the first down.
I've got confidence in these young men.
I think the Redskins would like to get out of this hole right here and just let halftime run out.
With 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining in the second quarter. In the first quarter. Second
quarter. Fix that.
We're almost halftime.
There's timeout on the field. Redskins talk about it and the Raiders talk about it.
Have the powwow, I'll tell you. Once again, we'd like to thank them fine sponsors out there tonight. Being TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, Llewellyn's Carpet, the Bank of Pocahontas, Pocahontas Ford Mercury, Pocahontas Ford Body Shop, Family Dental Care of Pocahontas, and the Pocahontas Family Practice. And of course, tonight we'd like to thank Kiwanis Club. They'd like to sponsor the circus coming to town, so y'all go on out there and patronize that circus. Well, Gary?
Sure, Ron. We get ready to start here after the timeout with 1 minute 32 has to go in the first half. Second down and about 35 yards to go for the first down. 40. As Morris, the quarterback, keeps the ball and still back there at about the 6. So Morris, the quarterback, is dropped on a rollout there. May not be able to back the play. It's hard to play. Morris kept the ball after a fake to Wilbank. It's going to be third down now. About 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Nothing more than the Redskins like to get this half over with.
We got Sippers going out.
Found themselves behind for the first time in the ball game. And now they're behind for the second time this year. Came into the ball game 2-0, but right now the Raiders have taken a Wilbank stopped in their goal by the Raiders. The ball's back on the, we'll call it no game, from the 6-yard line. And Redskins going to be forced to punt here with 35 seconds on the clock. And Nettleton's going to get one more shot at the ball. And they're going to get the ball in reasonable field position as the clock is running down. You should be sure Nettleton's coming after this one as Rice gets up to punt, and he gets it away. Good punt by Rice. The ball's going to hit on the 31 and be downed on about the 34 in there. Nettleton take over with 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Nettleton gets the ball. They lead it 13-8.
Well, the second half will come back.
Well, they're going to have to stop the little pass there and get some offense going. Redskins playing a little flat out there tonight.
They sure are.
The clock's going to run down and possibly run out here without them getting the play off. 3 seconds left to go. And if the clock does run out and there's no play as the first half comes to an end with a score of the Nettleton Raiders 13.
And we'll be back right after these words.
is the band under the field direction of drum major Misty Caldwell. first selection recruiter is Richard Bush.
Second half off, that was a Pocahontas Redskins there. And we're getting ready to kick the second half off. I'd like to thank our fine sponsors out there tonight. Without them, we couldn't bring this game to you. That being TCA Cable TV at Pocahontas, bringing you TV entertainment into the future. Pocahontas Ford Mercury. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to drive Chevys. Now, you do stop down there and see Doug Adams and his fine staff. And that's Keith Fuchsia and Wayne Wyman for all your new car needs or truck needs. And service to back it up, I'll guarantee you that, I'll tell you. And now they have oil changes for $9.95. Open until noon on Saturday. And the Bank of Pocahontas, you're number one with us, bringing you the hometown pride back to you. I'll tell you what, and the Kiwanis Club, sponsored by, the circus is sponsored by the Kiwanis Club this year, and it's at September 29th in East Pocahontas. The all lions and tigers and bears, and I guarantee you they've probably seen an elephant or two out there in that big ring circus. And Pocahontas Ford Body Shop, just a squirt away from a new car finish. I guarantee you, old Keith is over there setting, fix you up real good. And we're getting ready to kick this game off here shortly, but once again, I'd like to thank Family Dental Care at Pocahontas, Dr. Dennis Holt and Paul Baltz for all your dental care, located in downtown Pocahontas. And our new sponsor for tonight, that being Pocahontas Family Dental Care, a family practice. Sponsoring this fine football game. I'd like to thank the family practice over there. So ready to kick this second half off here. Pocahontas is going to kick off. Once again, starting off this third quarter, we've got Pocahontas Nettleton Raiders 13, Pocahontas 8. Well, Gary, I'm glad you joined us. Well, that's a long ways over to get a cup of coffee.
It sure is, but I made it back.
You bet. That coffee is really about the lifesaver up here.
Joe Young. 221 gets that kick off. And Young gets a good deep kick. Way back's ball's gonna roll there. It's gonna be in the end zone. Get on the ball.
Well, I tell you what, they needed to get on that ball.
I thought it was a live ball. They'd blown it dead.
It was very close, looked like it. They thought it was still live. They was hitting with it.
Well, the ball rolled down there in the end zone, but the ball was not touched by the Raiders. Well, apparently a dead ball. Referee said so we got to go along with him.
Yeah, that guy with that white hat, you got to...
I'm out of breath after running all the way back. The Raiders come up the line, 1st and 10 at the 20. Shatley, the quarterback, hands off the left side. And he gets about 5 yards on the play.
Now, these Redskins, they can come back. They've been known to come back, and I have faith in them.
Oh, yeah.
They can do it.
But they were facing a pretty good test there, passing by Nettleton. Nettleton passed the ball real well.
Now, what do you call that, Gary? A short, you said that short, they're throwing what now?
That's a little short sideline pattern. He's curling in sometimes, but handoff left side, a lot of running room up the middle. Henry brought down, but not after a big gain. Big gain by the Raiders out over the 40 to the 46. So Nettleton pulls out the running game right now and pick up big yardage on that play. So 20, well, so they start at the 20-yard line. They're up to 46. So Nettleton starts off here in the second half running the ball and doing fairly well. It's the Redskin defense trying to figure out how to stop these Raiders. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. He's in pressured in there. There's a pass over the middle, incomplete.
Good
he
coverage.
had the heat put on him.
By number 72,
Thrasher and Matt Wallace.
they both did a fine job.
Was putting the pressure on there. There was Thrasher and Wallace in there, 72 and 71. And that's the way, one of the ways you stop the pass.
Put the pressure on.
Put the pressure on the quarterback. The ball falls short, so it's going to be second down and 10. And the ball is at the Nettleton 46. They've got receivers split wide to both sides of the field. Back to pass is the quarterback. He's been pressured. He calls it out here in the flat. He's going to be a good tackle in there by Casey Chester, number 34. And he picks up about 3. So Casey Chester, number 34. Also Kurt Smith, number 40 over there covering on the play. Good coverage by the Redskins that time.
Sure was. That was a gain of about 12 on that play.
We gained about 3.
Makes it third down with 7 remaining.
The third down and about a long 7 as they split receivers both sides of the field. And back to pass is the quarterback. There's a penalty flag down. The ball is intercepted. We'll back that overstrike. There's a penalty flag on the play.
Right on the...
We'll see what the penalty is. The ball was intercepted by Jeff Overstreet down on the Redskin 27-yard line. And Jeff Williams, number 10, is out talking to the official. So we'll see what happens here. The ball was thrown there in the offensive backfield, so apparently it's on the Raiders.
Yes, there we go.
Redskins ball. Redskins ball on roll 27.
That's what I like to see.
So Jeff Overstreet made a great interception down there. He jumped up and looked like the ball was going to be thrown over him there. Jeff turned around at the last minute and snapped that ball up. So Jeff Overstreet, number 20, comes up with a key interception for the Redskins, and they get the ball back here early in the second half. And they trail this ball game 13-8. As the Redskin offense comes up to the line, number 14, Paul Morris, the quarterback. Morris hands the ball to Wilbank. Wilbank still running, runs over another Nettleton Raider, and picks up about 7. Make it 6. Pickup of 6 for Wilbank. Second down and 4. The ball is out at the 33-yard line. Scott Wilbach's number 32. Has ran the ball real well tonight. Hand off to Sword over the right side. Sword's got the first down and more. He's across the 40, no, right at the 40. Kevin Sword, number 26. First down for the Redskins right at their own 40. The nose of the ball just touching the 40 there, almost.
That's what we like to see.
So the Redskins come out and look a little more determined here on this drive. There's a pitch out the right side, Fonzinski, and he's going to be caught after a gain of about 3. Number 11. I think that was just a quick pitch, similar to the play they ran earlier to Sifford. So Lee Fonzinski picks up about 3.
Once again, you got to take the good with the bad.
Second down and along 7. Give to Wilbanks on the left side, and Wilbanks is going to be almost brought down. He still manages to pick up 2. Almost crossed there at the line of scrimmage, but does get away, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Coming in.
Almost 5. Going to be a long 4. And the ball's just over the 45. Redskins 45.
Coming in with Sweat.
Big play here for the Redskins. They need a first down to keep this drive alive.
I think they'll get it.
And there's a handoff to Sifford around the right side. Sifford has the first down. More. 15, 10, good out of bounds at the 8. Out of bounds at the 8. Jody Sifford on an excellent run. Takes the ball all the way down inside the 10. Excellent hard run by number 36, Jody Sifford. And Redskins down inside the 10 now with 7:58 left to go in the 3rd quarter. This is their opening possession after the interception by Jeff Overstreet set this series up, and Redskins look like a determined team now. They're running harder, blocking. As they come up the line, there's a handoff to Wilbanks off the left side, and Wilbanks is going to be stopped after a gain of about 2. Going to get the ball down close to the 6. Let's call it the 7. It's closer to the 7, so 2nd down and goal to go. The ball at the Nettleton Raiders 7-yard line. 7:30. Let's go, 3rd quarter. Redskins driving here. Morris hands the ball to Wilbanks. Wilbanks, he's over the 5 and down to about the, looks like about the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal to go from the 3. The Redskins trail it here 13-8. Trying to put this ball in the end zone, which would give them the lead. Number 56, Trey Hall's the center. Morris is the quarterback, number 14. Redskins up to the line. Wilbanks with the ball. Wilbanks is going to be brought down over there for no gain. If he gained anything, it wasn't much. And that's going to be a 4th down and timeout by the Redskins here. There's a big 4th down play coming up.
Well, Gary, what do you think they were facing in the locker room with?
Well, I think they had to be talking about how to defend against the pass that Nettleton's been throwing at them. And I think Coach Williams, apparently on that opening series that Nettleton came out with, you could see a change in the defense. And the one little flat pass that came out here on the near side that was defended there by Casey Chester real well. He picked up about 3 yards. And there was a hard rush on the quarterback each time he came back. So I think it was a combination. Rush the quarterback, play good pass defense, and they done that, and they got the ball back. But now they're faced with a big play.
You bet.
4th down and 3 yards can seem like 30 when you get inside that 10-yard line.
It sure does.
And Redskins now here knocking on the door, needing to put the ball in to take the lead. They came out on this series and ran the ball real well. They've done fairly well all tonight. But
what were they on? About the what yard line back there starting it out?
They started on the 27.
Yep.
The interception to Overstreet on the 27, so they drove the ball. So it's a big long run by Sifford there, put the ball down at the 8. And now, maybe the play of the ball game coming up here. 4th down, 3 yards to go. Goal to go. And
he's in there. He's gone.
He's in there for a touchdown. Scott Wilbanks, number 32. There's no flags on the field. There's no flags, so a touchdown by Wilbanks.
That's what we got to look for, is those flags afterwards, though.
It seems to be at the end of the first half. But Wilbanks took that ball around the left side and was going to be determined. Nobody was going to stop him. And he put the ball in the end zone, and that gives the Redskins a 1-point lead. There was 6:39 left to go in the third quarter.
Score 14-13.
And they're going to go for 2 points here on the extra point. As the Redskins come up the line, Morris, number 14, is the quarterback. The hand to Wilbanks in. He's around the left side, and he's in there.
He is touchdown
For the Redskins.
Touchback.
And with 6:39 left to go in the third quarter, the Redskins jump out to a 16-13 lead, and I think the Redskins have finally shown up in the
They sure are.
They've been asleep part of the night.
So we got a bunch of fine fans over there getting fired up.
You bet.
They're all fired up over there.
You know, Rod, I think we got the best bunch of fans anywhere.
They've got a bunch of good group over there.
Seems like everywhere we go, we feel the fans. In a lot of cases, we're out normally the home crowd where we go. A lot of good people follow the Redskins.
It sure is.
That's good. You know, these players, they like to see that. They don't say much about it.
Yeah.
But I can remember, you know, back when I played.
Yeah.
You like to see people follow you. You like to see them in the stands. And these players don't say a lot about it, but you can bet they appreciate all these people coming.
Well, you bet. They sure do. Once again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors out there tonight. That being TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, Llewellyn's Carpet, Pocahontas Ford Mercury, the Bank of Pocahontas, the Kiwanis Club, Pocahontas Ford Body Shop, Family Dental Care of Pocahontas, and Pocahontas Family Practice. We'd like to thank them fine folks to bring this game to you tonight. So tell them thanks.
Joey Young gets up kickoff, number 21. Here. With 6:39 left to go in third quarter. Good high, deep kick by Joey Young. Ball's going to be taken at the 14-yard line. And he's going to be dropped there. Looks like Joey Young, number 21, the kicker, made the tackle. Also, Jeff Williams, number 10, and Chris Jones, number 84, in on the play. So the ball's going to be just shy of their own 30-yard line. Nettleton Raiders take over the ball.
Well, we know the offense and we know the defense are back in gear again because defense got the ball back for them.
Well, I believe it's a key series coming up right here for the Redskins defense. They need to shut down this passing game. And, a hard hit in there in the middle. Without even looking, I can bet you that's number 10.
You bet.
You bet. Number 10, Jeff Williams, put a hit on the tailback. And when Jeff Williams shows up, somebody goes down usually, the hard way. Of course, this entire Redskin defense this is a good, solid defense. They've got good front. Kurt Smith in there at nose tackle. It's like Lentner and Thrasher in there. Wallace. It's 2nd down and 9. There's a rollout. There's a pass down the field. It's caught down there. He's immediately dropped, but not Casey Chester, 34, dropped him, but he did pick up the first down for the Raiders out at the 42. So a little rollout pass there to the quarterback, and they pick up about 12 on the play. It's good for a first down up at the 42.
I'll guarantee you they'll come back and do it again.
Looks like on the linebackers there, Jeff Williams, Chris Jones, number 84. Hoffman and Casey Chester's at the corner, and Sifford and Overstreet are the safeties. That's Nettleton, that's the line, first down. There's a drive play, and Jeff Jones immediately number 84 drops the tailback. Chris Jones, number 84. And Chris, he says, Opie, you made one, let me make one. This is one good pair of linebackers the Redskins have got. I don't believe anybody anywhere has got a better pair of linebackers than the Redskins. Number 10 and number 84. Chris Jones and Jeff Williams. They play intense football. As second down and about 14 for the Raiders. The ball at the 37.
He's back. He's got it.
And being rushed. He gets the pass off. But
no good. Incomplete.
Let's see. I believe that was Rice in there, number 30 and 72 in there on the rush. That's Dennis Thrasher. They rushed the quarterback. He barely got it off before he was annihilated back there. But you can credit those two young men for the real pass rush to make the pass off target. So third down and 14 for the Raiders. Ball at their own 43. 4:29 left to go in the third quarter. Looks like the pass rush has really picked up in this pass. So I'm sure Coach Williams and Coach Wellman decided that at halftime, let's put the pressure on the quarterback.
You bet.
Which they've done. And Nettleton up the line is a whistle, and it's going to be a delay of game penalty against the
There we go. We're making a real impact now.
Delay of game. That's going to back them up 5 more yards. It's going to be third down and 20.
With 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Pocahontas Redskins 16. Nettleton Raiders 13.
Key play for the Redskins here. Third down and about 20. The ball on the 32 of Nettleton. Receivers split all directions. Chris Jones putting the pressure on. And Chris Jones sacks back quarterback. He gets the pass away, but Chris Jones, number 84,
he is back
the
there.
Pressure on the quarterback, and that's made the difference right now. The Raiders going to have to punt it away. This Redskin defense has turned it up about 3 notches.
They sure have.
Excellent play by the linebackers and the front line there.
They sure
I
have.
noticed in the secondary they're getting a lot better coverage, but it don't matter. The quarterback can't throw it if the people in space, and that's what they're doing now. Chris Jones on that play putting the heat on the quarterback. And the Redskins are going to get the ball back here on a punt, and the ball is punted, almost blocking of a Kevin Sword, and the ball is going to bounce and it's going to die down. It's going to be touched at the 34-yard line, and the Redskins take over once again with 4:14 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, here, I think we've got their act together. I have faith in them.
Well, they looked a lot better on that.
They sure did.
That defensive series was outstanding over the Redskins.
Outstanding.
Tough defense. I'm not sure exactly what it was when they get ready to punt the ball. It was something like 4th and 25. The Raiders. But credit that to the defensive line and the entire defense. The coverage, the defensive line, the linebackers, they all took a part in that. They've had excellent coverage and put the heat on the quarterback. As Morris, the quarterback, hands the ball to Sword off the right side. And Sword trying to get it out of the side. He's up to the 35, 40, nearly up there for a first down. He's going to be a little shy up at about the 42-yard line. He needed to get to about the 44. It's called 43, so he's going to be almost a yard and a half shy of the first down. Good run by Kevin Sword, number 26. For 8 yards, so almost 9. Second down and 2 for the Redskins. Morris hands the ball to Wilbanks off the left side, and Wilbanks has got the first down. Wilbanks will be brought down, but he's got the first down. He picked up about 4 on the play. Number 32, Scott Wilbanks. And first down, Redskins. And it's hard to see these yard markers when it gets in towards the bench over there. It's on the 47-yard line. Is that right? Yeah,
47.
Yeah. Look at the other side of the field and start back.
Yeah, you bet.
Redskins at their own 47, 3:40 left to go third quarter. Redskins with the ball. Lee Pontinski's got the ball. That play just never developed. Pontinski, when he got the ball, there was defenders there waiting on him. So that was a loss of about 2, call it 3 on the play. Second down and 13. And the ball's now inside at the 44. Inside the 45, it's 44 Redskins. 3 minutes and about, let's call it 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Redskins with the lead, 16-13. Back to pass is Morris. Morris over the middle. He's got a man open. Podzinski's got the ball at the 35 and drug back, and he's got a first and 10.
First and 10.
First and 10 at the Raider 35, number 11. Lee Podzinski. Paul Morris laid the ball in there perfectly. Lee Podzinski caught the ball, and he had the first down.
Excellent coverage.
35-yard line. So Redskins open up the offense a little bit. They've been running the entire second half. First pass they've thrown the second half. As Sorg has got the ball, good hole over the right side. Kevin Sorg still running, still going. First and 10.
First and 10. Good.
Inside the 25. Kevin Sorg, number 26, running hard. Boy, boy. The Redskins do have running backs.
They sure do.
These guys here, they give it all they've got.
Oh, we got a timeout on the field. Once again, we'd like to thank them fine sponsors out there tonight. Those sponsors being TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, Llewellyn's Carpet, located in downtown Pocahontas there, on the corner of 67 and Broadway. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury, located downtown there. Stop by and see Doug Adams and his fine staff. The Bank of Pocahontas, right there on the corner of Broadway and Mark. And Kiwanis Club, I'd like to thank those folks tonight for sponsoring for a couple weeks anyway. We just want to get the message out to all y'all, let you know that the circus is coming to town on September the 29th in East Pocahontas. And Pocahontas Ford Body Shop. Family Dental Care of Pocahontas and Pocahontas Family Practice. Well, yeah, we're back.
Okay, we're back after the timeout, and Redskins first down and 10, and they're down inside the Raiders' 25-yard line. Morris, the quarterback, hands the ball off to Sifford, number 36. Sifford to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown Sifford. Touchdown, Joy Sifford.
Yeah, Joy.
Jody Sifford.
Jody.
Oh, look at
He's taking
Sifford's excited over there. And he elevated. What a run by Sifford.
Get him fired up there, Jody. Get him fired up. Get him fired up.
That is the way the Redskins play football there.
That's right. Get him fired up.
Jody Sifford's made a tremendous difference in this football team this year. As the Redskins try for the 2 after, and Sorg got the ball. He's over. He's got it. 26, Kevin Sorg got over, and he has scored, and that gives the Redskins a 24-13 lead. And off on that left side over there, I'm a little bit concerned. Number 84, Chris Jones, went off holding an arm. Ross, if you can see roll in on the far sidelines over there. Chris Jones, number 84, holding his right arm there. I don't know if Chris was playing offensive end on that play. He's talking now.
John Malone, I'll tell you what, he's doing an outstanding job with these guys. When he sees one injured, he goes out there and wants to check him out for
He sure does. Coach John Malone is a tremendous asset to the football program here at Pocahontas. Not only senior high, the junior high. He's an assistant junior high coach and assists with all injuries. And Chris seems to be okay, but he was holding his arm when he came off, and that scares you when that happens.
There's one coach that we don't see over there tonight, and we want to thank him. He's out spotting around for us tonight. Mr. Bennett there.
Coach Alan Bennett, that's right. He's the scout coach for the Redskins, and he's probably out scouting Rivercrest, which the Redskins next Friday night have the Rivercrest Colts at home. As Joey Young gets set to kickoff with 2:23. Young's kick's going to be taken at the 15, at the 16-yard line. And he's going to be brought down over the 30, up to about the 33. As the Redskins defense comes back on the field, and they've played superbly here in the second half. They have turned it up. quite a bit and playing excellent defense, and Redskins are on the roll now. They lead at 24-13 and 2:17 left in the third quarter, which is a long time, and the way this Nettleton offense is going, you know, you can never count them out.
Number 84 is back in there now.
Chris Jones back in. That's good to see Chris back in there. There's handoff to the right side. Matt Wallace hits him first, and over Chris Jones, number 84, came over along with Casey Chester, 34, made the stop. He picked up about 2. And Jeff Williams, number 10, was in on a stun, apparently. He went off the right side, and I'm just glad for that young man. He didn't go that way. You bet. But Jeff Williams was there waiting on him. And we're getting a real good look at the both teams right now. They're right here in front of us, but this press box is real high, and we're right down on the field as the quarterback back to pass, and then pressured out there. There's a pass thrown, and he shot it over on the 40. He may go all the way. Siffer's trying to catch it. And Jody Siffer's catches him inside the 5. Inside the 5. He hit that little seam over there and caught the ball. Jody wasn't going to let him go in. He said, I'm going to let him. But as we just talked, this offense is a good offense that Nettleton's got. And boy, they're right back in this thing. Right quickly. Long pass there by Nettleton puts them down first and goal inside the 5. So they haven't given up.
No, they sure haven't.
Well, for a sophomore quarterback, this quarterback from Nettleton is really a good quarterback, throwing the ball really well. There's a pitch out left side, cuts inside. He's a big draft over there. Jeff Williams, number 10. Dropped him for a loss. We got a penalty flag on the play. There's a flag on the field as Jeff Williams, number 10, made the tackle out here, and the ball sitting on about the 7. And the penalty plan is going to be on the Raiders as they're talking with the Redskins. Jeff Williams, number 10, the captain of the defensive unit there. And what happens. I guess my son's up there. He wants money.
Oh, that's usually the way that works,
isn't it? Do you want? Holding penalty against the Raiders, and that's going to back the ball up 10 yards as they had a first and 10 at the first and goal at the 7, and that puts it all back. Let's see, at about the 13? Yep.
Looks like you're going out wide there.
17-yard line. First down and goal to go at the 17. Offense. And there's a handoff to the left side, and Jeff Williams after he's got him. Jeff Williams brings out a ball carrier. Also in on the play. Number 64. Number 64 on the play, and I made an excellent play. Rick Tribble did an excellent job. Tribble in there, and Jeff Williams ran him down, and he picked up about 3, but they've got goal to go here with second down and ball on the 16, so he gained maybe 1. I don't know if he gained 1.
Well, there he had some black
receivers, 2 wide receivers split right. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback. There's the pass over there in the flat. He's got it, but he's going to be down to 10. Maybe, right after 10. Casey Chester, number 34, in there on the tackle. But the pass reception was good down inside the 10, just the nose inside the 10. And that's the end of the third quarter with the Pocahontas Redskins leading the ball game 24-13. 3 quarters of play. We go into the final quarter, and Nettleton threatening here to put more points on the board. We'll see what happens.
Gary, I'd like to thank some of our fine sponsors out there tonight again. That being Pocahontas Ford Mercury. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to drive Chevrolets. I'll tell you what, see Doug Adams and his fine staff, Keith Kuchel and Wayne Wildman, for all your new car truck needs, and thirst to back it up. You get an oil change down there on Saturdays anytime till noon for $9.95. All day long. You can get up regular week too. It's just not just that one. It is fine stuff. The Breaks of Pocahontas, you're number 1 with us, bringing you hometown pride back to you. And the Quas Club is sponsoring the circus, so y'all come on out to the circus September 29th. That's on a Sunday.
Tell you, Ron, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Nettleton has the ball, third down and goal to go, just inside the Redskin 10-yard line. Backs the ball up to the 20-yard line. Should be third down, goal to go from the 20 for Nettleton. As they split receivers wide left, and man in motion going left as the quarterback rolls out, back to pass. Pressure being put on. There's a pass in the end zone, and Sifford intercepts the ball. Jody Sifford intercepts the ball in the end zone for a touchback, and Redskins holding. What an interception by Sifford. Couldn't have came at a better time.
And there's no flags on the play.
That's a rarity tonight on both sides. Jody Sifford, number 36, intercepts the ball, and Redskins take over on their own 20. So Jody Sifford does his share on offense and now comes back defensively for a key play for the Redskins. We've got Julian Sutherland is up here in the press box with it. He is Wilbanks off the left side. A good run by Wilbanks, picks up close to 9. Julian, we were watching the Sifford caught the ball right inside the piling down there, and I think Sifford tried to run that ball out. Which
he was going to take it home with it.
It'll be very questionable whether the ball should be placed at the 1-yard line. We were discussing here with Julian, and I think the Redskins got a good call on that play to get it being called as a touchback. But great interception there by Sifford, and Redskins have the ball once again. Second down and 1. Ball at the 28-yard line. Lee Fontinsky with the ball. He's got the first down. He's over the 30, up to the 31, maybe the 32. Lee Fontinsky, number 11. Lee caught a key pass on that last drive to keep the Redskins moving. Takes a little counter play then, gets over to the 32, almost up to the 33. 11 minutes left to go in the ball game. Redskins lead at 24-13. A hard-fought ball game.
It's been a real interesting ball game tonight.
It has. The Redskins have really been tested here by the Raiders. As off the right side, Kevin Sword with the ball. He gets around to the 40, to the 45, and out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Kevin Sword, number 26. Good run by Kevin. These running backs Redskins got are tough and durable, and they know how to run. They're going to spark the ball up at the 47.
We've got to talk to Mark Van Camp about this right here. About the press box. We've got to talk to him about this press box.
We've got a pump and we've got lights.
Yeah, that's right.
Redskins come up to the line, first down and 10. They need to control the ball here. 10:35 left to go in the ball game. Wilbanks is going to be dropped for a loss. Number 43 for the Raiders shot in there, and Scott didn't have anywhere to go on that play. It's going to be a loss of about 3 back to the 44. Back to the 44-yard line, a loss of 3 by the Redskins. The second and 13. In the ball game, number 10, Jeff Williams on offense. Number 56, Trey Hall. In at center, number 52 in that right guard is Brett Liebauber. We'll try to tell you the rest of the offensive lineman is Morris takes the ball, hands to Sorg, gets penalty flag down. Sorg breaks off the right side. He's got the first down. He's got the first down, but there's a penalty flag down back in the offensive backfield. Back in the offensive backfield. Oh, another flag down.
We've seen a few of them tonight.
Parade of penalties tonight. Lots of penalties on both sides. The Redskins certainly have their share. Number 76, Justin Hawkins in the ball game to tackle. Number 51, Chris Hinkle in there on an offensive line. And number 60, Matt Morris. Matt in that right tackle. And the Redskins going to be penalized 10 yards for a 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
I'm not sure what the penalty was. Illegal procedure?
Yeah. There you go.
The illegal procedure. Well, the flag was thrown late. Normally, illegal procedure, the flag's thrown kind of early in the play. But nevertheless, second down and about 19 for the Redskins. Ball at about the 40. Pitch out to Sifford, left side. Sifford cuts it up. and he's going to pick up about 10, but Jody Sifford takes a quick pitch over, that's about 48. So it's back to the original line of scrimmage, just about a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Redskins with 9:22 left to go in the ball game. Key 3rd down play coming up for the Redskins. They need to hold on to this ball and keep it away from Nettleton if they can. Nettleton done well. Morris back to pass. There's a pass on Nettleton. He's got a man open. He's got it. He's knocked out of bounds. He caught the ball. They call it a reception and a fumble out of bounds. They're calling it a reception and the ball out of bounds. Chris Jones made the catch over there. Yes, they are calling a reception. 1st and 10 Redskins.
1st and 10.
What a break for the Redskins.
That's what we need.
Apparently what happened, he caught the ball and was knocked out of bounds, and the ball came loose. The Raider fans don't agree with that play.
They sure don't.
As Morris comes up the line, the ball is down at about the 36-yard line. Sword with the ball. Sword cuts up. He's to the 30. The 25 drops the ball. Ball's picked up by Nettleton. Nettleton got the ball down at about the 27. Sword after an excellent run. The ball just slipped out of his hand. And Nettleton did recover the ball, so Nettleton gets the ball down close to their own 21-yard line. So tough break there. Kevin Sword had an excellent run there, and that ball just popped out. Sometimes that happens.
Excellent pass coverage. Caught the ball. Went on down.
So Nettleton gets the ball back here with 8:45 left to go in the ball game. Redskins lead at 24-13, and the Raiders split a man wide right. Sifford and Overstreet back in. Jeff Williams got a penalty out there on the right. Jeff Williams brought the runner down along with 71 Nat Wallace, but we got a penalty flag on the play. And possibly it's going to be Jeff Williams thinks it's on the offense, so let's see. Jeff Williams, number 10.
It is against the offense.
So Jeff Williams, number 10, the defensive captain for the Redskins, talking with the officials. So if this penalty is on the offensive Raiders, it'll back the ball up close to the 10-yard line at about the 12 and put the Raiders in quite a hole here with 8:26 left to go in the ball game. Redskins started out this ball game a little sluggish, and the penalty is going to be on Nettleton. And here's the call. We got a clip. Oh, my. A clip on the Raiders. That's going to back the ball up inside the 10 at the 7. So 1st down and about 20 for the Raiders. The ball inside their own 10. Redskin defense doing a good job in the second half. As I said a while ago, they started out a little sluggish. Couldn't quite come to grips with the passing of these Raiders, but they've done well this half. The Raiders recovered the ball. They should about the 8. In there on the play, like number 10, Jeff Williams. Also getting up number 30, Brian Rice. Number 40, Kurt Smith. Kurt Smith submarine in there. That defensive front is playing a good game here in the second half. Kurt Smith, number 40 in the middle. Number 72, Dennis Thrasher. Number 73 on that far side, George Lintner. Brian Rice, number 30, out here on the near side, and on 71, Matt Wallace on the far side. There's a no out to the right side, and there's a pass across the middle. It's caught out here at about the, looks like about the 22, 23, 24-yard line. 23. 18. The 18. It's hard to see. We're trying to see the yard marker, and they're turning the wrong direction. Ball is at the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 8 yards to go for the Raiders. Redskins defense, big play here. They can hold him here and get the ball back. As Brian Rice, number 30, is in the ball game in the defensive end. They split 2 wide receivers left. Now they put a man in motion to the right and a timeout for the Raiders. They didn't like what they saw.
They didn't like it at all.
And on that play, I noticed one major difference. number 10, Jeff Williams, number 84, Chris Jones, the linebackers, backed up expecting
6 minutes.
A little pass coming out. So Coach Brown has changed their defense up a little bit, and it's worked in the second half. And the Raiders, under a little pressure there, they didn't see anything at all they liked. So they called timeout with 6:49 left to go in the ball game. Redskins lead at 24-13. And Ron, this has been a pretty good ball game.
It sure has. This has been a real good ball game.
Of course, the Redskins came out early in this ball game and got behind for the first time this year and showed a lot of poise, came back and scored, took the lead. And then the Raiders just kept popping it to them and came back, scored again, and went into halftime with a 13-8 lead.
Sure did.
Redskins came out in the second half and played excellent football in the second half. I know the coaches got to be pleased with the poise they've shown and came back.
Sure.
And this is a pretty good Nettleton Raider team.
It sure is. We needed this once in a while.
Well, the number 15, the quarterback for Nettleton, is a sophomore and quite a ball player, so Nettleton family's got a good future ahead of it. There's Redskin fans on the far side over there, cheerleaders. Well, we've got a full stand over there, people standing along the sideline. Sure we do. Hey, Ron, we're getting set to get started here now. Here comes a key third down play. Big play for the Redskins. 6:49 left in the ball game. Third down, 8 yards to go. Ball is at the 18-yard line of Nettleton. Back is the quarterback. He's being pressured over there. Nat Wallace almost got him, and it's about to be picked up. Oh, no. Casey Chester almost had it. Almost. They hold on the third down. That's going to force a punt. Number 34, Casey Chester. And you can credit Nat Wallace, number 71, chased the quarterback way out there on the left side, and he made the quarterback throw the ball on the run, which is a lot more difficult than him getting plenty time to throw. So number 71, Nat Wallace, is playing a good ball game. Been in on a lot of rushes, and that's been the difference in the second half. The Redskins is this rush that they put on the Raiders. And the Raiders are set to punt. And Jody Sifford back deep to receive it. And Jody Sifford's done everything else tonight. He might as well return one. Oh, blocked it. Almost blocked in there by Sword. And Sifford's going to let the ball roll dead and down at about the 47-yard line. And number 26, Kevin Sword, come very close to blocking that time.
Sure did.
And he did that earlier. And that's the...
Well, these are the Redskins that we left at home front.
Julian Sutherland tells us on that kick, and that you can credit. He kind of rushed that a little bit with Sword bearing down on him. Redskins take over good field position up to 47. They're on 47 with 6:25 left in the ball game. Paul Morris, number 14, at quarterback, right here in front of us. Give up the middle to Wilbanks. Wilbanks still going. Wilbanks, good run to Wilbanks up to the 45 of Nettleton. Scott Wilbanks, number 32. Wilbanks has played an excellent ball game tonight.
He sure has.
He's took the bulk of the running, and he's gained some good yardage in key situations. As number 56, Trey Hall, is up at center. Number 52 is in that right guard leadoffer as Morris, the quarterback, takes the ball on second down and 2. Lee Pontinski's got the ball. Pontinski's got the first down, and he's going to be down at about the 43. And it's good for a first down for the Redskins. First and 10 Redskins with 5:35.
Excellent game.
And Redskin offense, all they want to do right here is control the ball. They just want to keep control of the ball and keep it out of the Raiders' hand. As Paul Morris comes up the line with the offense. Full house backfield. Morris hands the ball off to Sword, and Sword's going to be brought down back there almost for a loss. He managed to get back in line of scrimmage and maybe pick up a yard or a yard and a half. Close to 2 yards. So second down and a long 8 for the Redskins. Ball at the Raider 42 is the band from Nettleton. Is right over here nearby, so I hope everyone can hear us.
Really? They can, Jerry.
Morris, the quarterback. Second down, 9. Wilbanks steps over to the left side, and not much going, but he does get about 2. He's inside the 40, and more importantly, that clock keeps a running with 4:27 and counting down in the ball game. Redskins with a 24-13 lead. And the band quits playing. And a key third down play here now for the Redskins on offense. As Morris comes up to the line, 3rd and about 7. Ball inside the 40 at the 39. Morris has the ball off to Sword, right side. And Sword's going to be stopped after a gain of about 1. Nowhere to go for Kevin Sword.
That was number 36.
Okay.
Sifford.
Okay, I thought it was 26 Sword. Okay, Sifford on the carry. And Jody picks up maybe 1, maybe 2. The 4th down, do we have a timeout? Yeah, we got a timeout by the Redskins. They don't decide what they want to do here. And Coach Dave Wellman out on the field with the quarterback Paul Morris, number 14. And we're going to talk about it here with 4th down and a long 5 yards to go for first down. The ball's on the Raider 37-yard line. So 3:27 left in the ball game. And Redskins decide what they want to do here with 4th down. 5 yards. And it's a long 5 yards.
Long 5 yards.
And the Nettleton defense has played really well. This is a good Nettleton team.
They sure are.
They're going to win some ball games this year. They're 1-1 on the season. They defeated Walnut Ridge last week 12-0. First ball game, they lost to Ridgecrest, but we understand they've had a complete realignment of their team. They had a new quarterback, and have switched their quarterback to wide receiver mode, and he's caught several passes tonight. And the sophomore quarterback, Shadley's done a good job. So if our Redskins came in a little bit, taking them a little too lightly, they certainly don't now.
They sure don't.
So the Raiders have played an excellent game against our Redskins. But the Redskins showed good character in that. They came back roaring in the second half. And the Redskins are going to go for it here on 4th down and 5 yards to go. The ball is at the 43-yard line. They need to get to the 33, the 37. There's a play. He's going to be stopped way back on the 46-yard line. A hard rush on Morris. And he has got a penalty flag on the play. Penalty on the play. What it is. We'll see what the penalty is. But there's a yellow flag all the way back on the Redskin 47. And apparently the penalty is going to be on the Redskins. So I'm sure Nettleton will decline the penalty. There's 3:31 to go in the ball game. Nettleton's got the ball in Redskin territory, and the gamble there on 4th down backfired on the Redskins. And got illegal procedure against the Redskins and penalty declined by the Raiders. And they'll take the ball over at the Redskin 47. With 3:21 left to go in the ball game. This ball game's not over.
Nope, far from being over.
This ball game's not over. The Raiders have already shown that they can score quickly. As Redskins dig in on defense, Coach Smith, number 40, in that defensive front along with 72, Dennis Thrasher, and 73, George Lintner, in on that down 3 lineman. And they played an excellent ball game as quarterback back to pass. Pass over, intercepted. Chris Jones intercepts the ball, and he's got close to the 45. 47, and we got penalty flags all over the field. There's a late hit by number 25. I believe it's 25, and he knocked Chris Jones up against this fence over here. And we got penalty flags all over the field. It's going to be apparently on the Raiders. And Chris Jones was out of bounds here, knocked up against the fence. A little anxiety on both the teams' parts. These These teams have played well together, and that's just that's part of football. Sometimes it's hard to control your emotions sometimes, but you have to learn to do that. The Redskins, nevertheless, have got the ball. With 3:05 left to go in the ball game, and Timothy's going to step it off against the Raiders. That was quite an obvious penalty. Yeah. Quite an obvious penalty on that one.
Coach isn't too happy about that one. But that's the way.
Nevertheless, everybody will get over it. The Redskins have got the ball now. The ball is on the 37-yard line of Nettleton. Redskins with the ball. Chris Jones, key interception. Chris Jones played an excellent game tonight.
He sure has.
This second half, they stepped it up about 3 notches and played excellent football. As Morris, the quarterback, gets ready to take the snap and does, hands the ball to Wilbanks. Wilbanks around the left side. He's down to the 30 and over the 30, inside the 30 to about the 29. Scott Wilbanks picks up another 8 yards down to the Raider 29-yard line with 2:51 clock running down in the ball game. And at this point, all the Redskins have to do is hang on to the ball, and they'll go 3-0.
You bet.
And this has been a good test for the Redskins.
It sure has.
Nettleton's played a hard-fought ball game for them, but Redskins have shown they can come back and play ball. They've done it here in the second half. As Morris, the quarterback, takes the ball, hand off to Sword, right side, and Sword cuts it up, and he's going to be... He's got the first down, I believe. He's got it, and he's down to the 23. Oh, yeah, he's got the first down.
Oh, you bet.
I was looking at the wrong yard marker.
See, it's kind of hard to read these yard markers.
We've got a pretty good vantage point here, but we've got a lot of people up here in the top of the press box with us. A lot of, we got a local cable channel out of Jonesboro, cable channel 29. ACTS, they film the ball games from Nettleton and Jonesboro, and they're filming the ball game tonight. As Morris comes up to the line with 1:50 left in the ball game, first down and 10. Morris takes snap. Wilbanks got the ball, and Wilbanks, almost, I thought he was going to slip outside there. But Wilbanks is down to the 20, almost to the 20. As the clock continues to run, a minute 30 in the ball game. Redskins 24, the Raiders 13. And this has been a real physical ball game for both teams. This has been a good ball game.
It's been an excellent ball game. I think it's given us a time to think over things that
the Redskins have been tested tonight. They have definitely been tested. As Morris comes up the line with a minute to go in the ball game. Morris hands the ball to Sword, and Sword should be drugged down after a gain of about 4. Closer to 5. Sword picks up 5 yards on the play. Third down and 4 for the Redskins, and the ball is down at the 16-yard line.
Now that clock is ticking down quick, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, the Redskins just letting the clock run down. That's all that's necessary. They'll have to run one more play, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Raiders do have timeouts left, I believe, so they could possibly get the ball back, but I'm sure the Redskins will go for it here on fourth down. Third down now, 3rd and 4. Morris, quarterback sneak, and Morris he's short of the first down. He's short of the first down, but the clock continues to run, and that's going to be the end of the ball game, and Redskins are going to win it, 24-13 over the Nettleton Raiders. That's a ball game. The Redskins win it, as you see the Redskins on the far side, and they came back and won this ball game in fine fashion the second half. And the next week, don't forget, everybody, it'll be the Rivercrest Coach at home, all day. We need everybody out for that game, because that's going to be a key conference game.
Yes, it will.
Next week, everybody come out and watch the Redskins take on Rivercrest Coach. That's our first
conference game, right? The first conference game. And we need your, just come on out and support these young men. We've got a lot of nice